Hey, Sassy fam. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Couple of notes before we get started today. First, we just wrapped the Intimate Tarot readings this past week, and next week we will be doing an Aces reading, which I really enjoy. I started that particular board upstairs when I was still doing the Sunday Shuffle, and I enjoyed it a lot. It really gets to showcase to people what new opportunities are versus renewed opportunities. So that's all next week is the Aces reading. And let's talk about time frames about our readings, yeah? So on this channel, Sassy Scorpion Tarot, in case you didn't notice this, I do weekly thematic readings. Intimate Tarot, Celtic Cross, right? And now we have Aces and lots of other things. But they always have a weekly theme, all right? I have recently switched over to a date labeling system so people can better backtrack their messages, because I famously did timeless tarot for a long time, because it's true. Good tarot is essentially timeless. It resonates when it resonates, when it resonates, when it resonates, if at all. Right? Take it resonates, leave it does not. That includes the time frames. So I've always kind of defaulted to timeless tarot, unless, of course, they were a monthly reading and I indicated the months. That's it. But people presented very logical arguments that I respond to, logic and reasoning and rationality. I want to be able to backtrack messages. I didn't save it to a playlist. I didn't save it to watch later. But I feel like it resonates with me now when I want to go back and rewatch it. It would really help me if there were dates so I could find it. Cool. I'm like, that makes sense. So I switched over to a date labeling system, which received a not great response. I thought it was obvious. Sassy Scorpion Tarot does weekly thematic readings. Therefore, the dates reflected the week that they came out. Get it? Celtic Cross, January 1 to January 7. That's for your sign, all 12 signs for that week. That's what you can expect for the week. Get it? I didn't think there was anything to be conflicted about. It didn't even cross my mind that people would be confused by it. Folks, their message comes out late in the week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They're like, are you saying my message is only good for today? No. Why would you think that? I didn't understand the confusion. I didn't think there was anything to be confused about. I really didn't. But apparently that wasn't the case. So I understand it's a precedent on YouTube collective readings that when a message comes out, it's typically predated for the upcoming week. I understand that. It's also a labeling system, guys. It's not a guarantee. By that logic and reasoning, what about that message? You catch up to it 3 or 4 weeks later. Do you still think it doesn't apply to you? Or was it good for that week only? Think about it. So I really want people to get out of this date thing, as I have to know the dates. It has to be good for next week. When does it stop? Let's not get wrapped up in dates, guys. Good tarot is timeless. It resonates when it resonates. I find the stuff that resonates the most is actually retro. Okay? The stuff that's current, we're not always aware of how it resonates with us until much later. Hence why I was trying to honor the request for labeling dates. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. Here's the compromise. In an effort to get people out of these date boxes, but still be able to better reference older messages, I will compromise on a month and a year. That's it. So we just had Intimate Tarot, February 2024. It won't be confused with any other reading because Intimate Tarot Week is good for February 2024, which will not be the same as March 2024. Make sense? There you go. So it can't be confused. So you can still be able to find it, right? But we don't have to keep ourselves restricted to the date. All right? No more date confusion. Month, year. That's it. And again, with the insistence that it resonates when it resonates, if at all. It's wild, guys. I don't understand the thing with the dates getting so wrapped up in it, because prior to YouTube, I know it's hard to believe that, but prior to YouTube, when I actually practiced one-to-one tarot with clients for over a decade, when I sit down with a client, my first words are, okay, your reading is good. That's Cinnamon, excuse her, she's sneezing. Your reading's good for February 15th to the 22nd. Now let's get started. That's not how that works. The same is true for collective readings. Okay? So think about it. Have some flexibility with the dates. Flow with the energy. Flow with the resonation. Or it doesn't, in which case you don't have to flow with it at all. Case in point. This one comes out the 18th. right? February. You have no idea when I'm recording it. Is that going to change the perception of what you see in your sign today? Possibly, but most likely not. Today is the 14th, 4 days prior to release day. How does that change your perception? Well, it could be something significant happens for you today, as it is Valentine's Day, or it doesn't change a thing. Point is, it either resonates or it doesn't. Time is irrelevant. Okay? All right. Hopefully we covered that. In summary, there will be weekly thematic readings labeled by month, year. That's it. Okay, cool. Are we cool? Are we square? Are we on the same page? Do we have a good compromise here? Did we Six of Pentacles this stuff? I hope so, because I ain't changing it now. We ain't changing it now. That's it. It's done. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, for everybody who was like not happy with that circular thing, it was a shock mount over the microphone. I got rid of it, not for aesthetics. It was supposed to serve a function. It doesn't serve a function as far as I can tell. That's it. So here's the thing, guys. With tables, when you do classic shuffling, okay, like I do, this is what you're doing. You're thumping the table, you're shuffling. And so it causes a lot of micro vibrations and then macro vibrations and feedback noise. So anyway, the shock mount, that circular thing, is supposed to help prevent that and stop it from reaching the main mic. As far as I could tell, it didn't do a thing. So I got rid of it. It had nothing to do with aesthetics. For everybody who was like, I hate it. I can't see your face. It puts shadows on your face. I don't care. It either does its job or it don't. When something don't do its job, bye. I ain't got time for that. So I took it off. So anyway, for everyone who complained they hated the shock mount, I understand, but it wasn't about that. It's supposed to serve a purpose. It didn't. It's gone. The playback is still the same. There you go. But yeah, that's what happened with that. All right. Is there anything else here today, guys? Well, since I am recording technically on Valentine's Day today, you know, and you catching up to this on Sunday, I hope it was just a nice, wonderful, beautiful day that you got to share with somebody. And if you didn't, I hope you got to share it with you, because ultimately that's what matters, you know, how you love yourself. You guys, we're going to do the abbreviated version of yours and theirs today. Like always, your person. Doesn't have to be a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, or anything like that. It's whomever fits that particular dynamic as I'm describing it. So essentially it could be family member, friend, etc. It's up to you to decide. Like always, it either resonates or it don't. There you go. Let's see. Your sign will be time-stamped in the description box as well as the comments. I got you. I think we're good. Are we good? Are we good? We're cool? Everybody's cool? All right. I will see you at your sign. Leo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Leo in their person, please. Show me Leo in their person. Show me Leo in their person. Show me Leo in their person. Okay. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please, for Leo? The Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Okay. Very interesting. The one that surrounds you. Eight of Cups, the Empress, sorry, Page of Swords. Let's see that shared, please. Ace of Swords, the Magician, the Chariot. Yeah. Okay. Two of Cups overview. Yeah, there's love here. Of course there's love here. There is love on the line, and this is between you and somebody else, just to be clear about that. Two of Cups says, look, my cups with other people is my cups with other people. You know, mom, dad, best friend, whatever. But these two cups, this is between us. This is our business. This is how you and I exchange personally. Okay? So we made that very clear that this is a personal thing. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Slowly but surely, I do see your energy marching towards somebody. And it's a soul bond. And you were showing me I had to make up my mind to do this. And it took you a minute to make up your mind. It's kind of like I needed to know I'm moving in this direction and then consciously choose it. So I see you taking a cautious, slow, but aware approach to a Six of Cups. And your nerves are kind of like steel right here. Like that. But it is a Six of Cups. It's a soul bond type thing. Okay? So not only is it this is between you and I, we have memories, strong emotional memories attached to this person. And it's a natural fluid state that you have between yourself and someone else. The Six of Cups soul bond is. Unique memories. But you're showing me a certain firmness in approaching it. Like I have something to say. Like that. On their side, Eight of Cups, the Empress, the Page of Swords. They don't seem to be expecting you. They don't. It's not so intense that it's a surprise, but they don't seem to be expecting you. This is someone who is of relatively high status with the Empress there. Someone who denotes a lot of meaning, okay, in terms of their own personal life, productivity, love, generosity, that kind of thing. And they kind of emotionally walked or checked away from you or checked out from you a long time ago. I don't mean that as an insult. It's the situation that I'm saying here today. It either is or it isn't. And I see you moving in that particular direction of this person because they have a great deal of value to you, but their reaction is Page of Swords. They don't quite know what to make of it. So that tells me it's been a minute. But you seem to had to make up your mind that you were going to head up in this direction. So yeah, it doesn't look like that they were expecting you. What's shared here is the Ace of Swords, the Magician, the Chariot. We are summoning forth a particular movement, again, with that sense of strength of knowledge. So you are someone who really likes to reinforce yourself with what it is that you know, and that's good. That means you know your mind well. So when you told me that you made up your mind to move towards this person because you got something to say, I believe you. Okay? You're saying you're consciously choosing this, and you're saying you know what you want. You do want to move in this particular direction. It's by choice. What will come of this movement, I don't know. But bare minimum, it seems to be in the interest of harmonizing with somebody. But you are approaching it from a logical point of view. Again, with a reaffirmed mindset that this is where I want to be. I'm consciously choosing to show up. And that's where I see the pause happen. I don't know what you're going to deliver, but it looks well thought out, articulated. But with sincerity. The Chariot's always going to be sincere, especially if you've made up your mind on the subject. This is singular across the board, so I don't see it shared so much. Like I said, they're there looking at you like, I wasn't expecting that. Especially, it seems like, I don't know that they've emotionally detached from you, but bare minimum, the metaphor here of walking away. So yeah, I don't think they're expecting your arrival, honey. But with the kind of energy you're packing, yeah, I mean, I have no reason to believe that they won't stop to listen. We are talking about harmonizing, bare minimum. Okay? I don't know what you're clearing the air with, but you're doing a good job of it. I like it. I like it a lot, and I respect it a lot. When somebody can approach with that level of truth, and I know I want to be here, and I have something to say, I say bravo. Most of the time I just see people, well, I have something to say, but I'm not going to say it because they need to come to me. That's usually what I see, the attitude, not the thought. So, good for you. I like it. Let's get some advice, please, for Leo. Truth. I want the truth. I need to move forward in this particular direction. You've made up your honey, you got a strong will here. You got a strong mind and a strong will. You know what you do. Therefore, you go as you go. All right. What will come of it, I don't know. But it looks beautiful. Let's get some advice, please, for Leo. Show me some advice, please, for Leo. Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, the decision, Six of Cups. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, it's your choice. It is your choice. Literally, the hinge of choice is between these two ideas. To explore opening up or to completely move away from it. That's what I'm saying. You made up your mind. The Two of Wands represents not just waiting, guys. That's more of Three of Wands. Two of Wands is active decision making, as opposed to, say, Two of Swords and Two of Pentacles, which is anti-active decision making. In fact, they're mostly just delay tactics for most people. Two of Wands suggests I have a choice. And you could literally, here's your choice. Here's your crossroads right here. I can open up. It might be a little awkward, but I can open up, or I can leave it behind. It's my choice. So like I said, I told you, the emphasis here is that you're telling me as a Leo, you made up your mind. Good job. The result of that, I have no clue. I just like your intention behind it. You know, You're doing what's right for you, which is what I tell people all the time. You can't guarantee the other side. You can only do what's right for you. But if I'm being honest with you, yes, I do see a response. Okay? All right. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Sagittarius. Show me Sag in their person. Show me Sag in their person. Show me Sag in their person. What's going on, please, for Saggy in their person? Let's do one more. Show me Saggy in their person. Show me Sag. Okay. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? The Queen of Wands, there you are. The Knights of Pentacles, yeah. The High Priestess, beautiful. I love this, gorgeous. That looks good on you. You're a well-tempered Sag, I must say. So there's your natural energy flow state as the Queen of Wands. That's your natural state of grace energy. This is what feels normal to you. You're in touch with yourself, your particular energy flow. But here's the thing, like I said, you're tempered Sag. The Knights of Pentacles is there, indicating, yes, I am fire-oriented. Yes, I'm in tune with my passion, but also I take my time. I walk my particular path. I'm not in a rush, nor shall I be. In your intuition, again, heavily in your natural flow state, and also your own sense of pacing. Beautiful. I love this. Your intuition's out, your sense of self is out, and your sense of path is out as well. So again, the Knights are responsible for moving our stuff outside of us, be it a thought, a feeling, or an action, etc. So yeah, I mean, that's your own particular pace, steady motion, good feeling. I like it. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the King of Cups, beautiful. This person's right there with you. They're showing me aptitude for work on self, work in the 3D world. This person's biddy. I don't know why I said biddy. It may or may not be something to you. I have no idea, like a nickname, something like that. But they're showing me a busyness that they are used to, outer world and internal world. So this person keeps themselves preoccupied in the outside world, the material world. They're comfortable, the master of their own particular coin. They love what they do. They're also very comfortable being on their own. Four of Swords, resting, healing, that kind of thing. And the fullness of heart, too, with the King of Cups. That's absolutely beautiful. So this person, you two, you look well matched. You really do. I'm seeing emotionality for the both of you. I'm seeing a practical sense of steady, paced, workable energy on both sides. You two look great. You really do. This is excellent. King and Queen of Cups have a natural intuitive state built into them, so they're listening to themselves too. This is absolutely gorgeous. They're putting in phenomenal work on the outside as well as the inside. They look good. You look good. Beautiful. I love it. Judgment. The World, the Devil. Hey, whoa, 1, 2, 3, three majors just in the shared, so you two have quite the history. Overview, the Empress, well, I should say so, right? The Empress, you're showing me your most empowered self. Given what I've seen here for the both of you today, not a surprise. In fact, I bet both of you could fit into that Empress. It's gorgeous. So the Empress here, representing our most empowered selves. Judgment, spiritual lessons, decision-making, the World, the Devil. At some point on both of your timelines, and I'm guessing you two are a highly functioning unit. This is fantastic. You both have eschewed certain things in your life that says, I am done with these things. I have phased these things out. They are no longer of service to myself, yourself, or either one of us. We have given up the worst of our ways. We have identified it. We have done shadow work. And you and I, we are both better people for it. And we are highly in tune with ourselves because of the work we're seeing here today. So these are three majors that you both seem to be fitting into in respect to your lives. So congratulations to you both. I very rarely see two people do this level of simultaneous work together. That's absolutely amazing. So Judgment, the World, the Devil, that's fantastic. It's like you both decided in a more grounded way, just for perspective. Let's say you both decided to eschew your worst habits together and you were each other's teammates. Or you both did heavy, intensive work together in terms of your spiritual lessons, selves, the things we did right and the things that we did wrong. Comprehensive lessons here. And that means you know what to cycle into and you know what to cycle out of, because the World represents both closed doors as well as open doors, right? Making good decisions to open up and to close things off accordingly, particularly anything that's bad or unhealthy between you two. So this is absolutely freaking fantastic. Congratulations. It's really nice to see something in a stronger representation for the Sagittarian collective. And I say that out of respect just because I more or less have an idea of what the collectives are going through. And they'll ride these peaks and then they'll come down. Sometimes we hang out right there in the valley. Okay. But the point is, sometimes I really see Sag down there and it bums me out because I want so much more for you guys. But I can't force the collective to change pace, right? It's, you're on a particular trajectory. And the Sag I'm tuning into, this is fantastic. This is beautiful for you and your person. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and ask for advice because that's what I'm doing for everyone, but I don't think you need it. It looks like you two have already given each other the best advice. Okay. In terms of support, alliance, lessons learned, and this is how we're applying them, right? You're not perfect. There's no such thing, but you can be your highest self in that I understand this is right for me. I understand this is wrong for me. That's it. This is all I ask people to do. Know what's right for you and make your decisions accordingly. That's it. You know? So it's not just one person here. It's the both of you. That is fantastic. Let's see that advice, please. Show me that advice, please. Again, not that you need it. You look great. The both of you. Let's get that advice, please, for Sag. Show me that advice, please. Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. It's a bit rough there. Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands. This took a lot of patience. A lot of patience. A lot of patience. A lot of waiting. And for some of you, that's one of the things you had to learn the hard way is not to wait, especially for something that is chronically poor patterns and behaviors. We had to stop doing this. We had to look forward to other things. Stop fighting useless fights. Know when something's chronic, the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands in tarot is called the Wounded Warrior. I have limited sympathy for that because he's a wounded warrior and frankly exhausted because he won't stop fighting an upward hills battle. In other words, know when to stop. But he won't. So he's wounded by choice. This definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Created no change. Stagnation. I'm assuming then, looking outwards, looking for alternatives and being patient to stop doing these things that are heavily patternized and anti-growth. Literally anti-growth, especially if we're stubborn about it and we're insisting, no, this is the method, and yet we don't have the proof of it. So whatever that is, chronic blockage, anti-growth, expanding outwards, I'm assuming, over the horizon. Looking for other things, better things, encouraging ourselves. Okay. I know that's loose, but there's a history here, and it's rich, I'm sure. And it took time to grow out of it, to look forward to other things, to push ourselves further. Okay? Overall, again, congratulations to you both. Not too much advice there, more like a reflection of what was. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's going on? Show me Aries in their person. 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 Ooh, okay. What's going on, please? Show me the Aries energy. What's going on for Aries, please, in their person? We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, you reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? King of Wands, the High Priestess, beautiful night. Oh, don't you look gorgeous? Oh, Four of Wands, Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords. I'll get back to that. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Fool. Five of Pentacles. Okay, yes, okay. It's almost like they're saying, where'd you go, Aries? I don't know why you left. Right. I don't know why I looked down, saw the Hierophant right there. I have no clue. Commitment possible. I very rarely look down at the bottom of the deck anymore. It's sometimes it's confirmation, sometimes it's not. It's not really for me to say. It's for you. You might have some Taurus in your chart. Could be connected to Taurus. So I'm saying some sort of commitment here. Honey, I got you in a beautiful flow state and I want you to stay there. I do. I really do. It seems to suit you quite well. Your energy is rising and you can feel it in every conceivable way. I mean, it's gorgeous. You're bloody gorgeous, honey. King of Wands, the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups. Not only are you feeling big things, your intuition's telling you, yes, Aries, we want you to feel big things. There's a Knight of Cups in you that would like to deploy itself. So the Knights, we must remember, okay, they're responsible for delivering our stuff outside of us, be it our thought, our feeling, action, that kind of thing, okay? And investment too. It's all in there. And you have this gorgeous, sexy fire in you. That's not just because it's fire, but because you're listening to yourself. That's why it's sexy. Because not only are you in your natural state of grace, you're like, this feels good. My High Priestess is here. It's talking to me. My intuition's talking to me. I want to open up. You're beautiful. Your heart space is just flowing naturally. It's not overflowing, but it is flowing. You're in tune with yourself, and I want you to listen to that feeling. I want you to listen to that voice. Now, let's jump on over. This confuses me a wee bit. 4 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Swords. It's kind of like, I don't know where Aries went. And here's why I'm confused about that, because 4 of Wands says they're claiming a relationship with you. But when they themselves kind of withhold their energy from in terms of emotional participation. I don't know what's up with that. It's like, I'm just going to sidestep this relationship real quick at my convenience. But also I expect it to be here when I need to reference it. So what is that? I've not a clue. I'd be terribly curious to clarify this person. Because they seem to have a strong mind, except for when it's convenient for them to ignore what's going on. 7 of Swords. So that's active avoidance. Little white lies. We tell ourselves to not pay attention to this, that, and the other. It's our excuse to overlook things because we don't want to deal with it. And depending on what the subject is and how deep it runs and how long it's been running, it can either be super light, because most people experience the 7 of Swords. That's normal. Or it can run very deep and be chronic. So this person's like, I see a relationship between us, but when it's not convenient for me to recognize it, I won't. And there's an emotional absence here, like they get to justify that. And then they're looking around like, where'd Aries go? 5 of Pentacles. You're showing me a sense of abandonment for the physical something that's in play. Your flow wants to open up and communicate, and it doesn't seem to be in part of this at all. Because what's shared isn't shared at all. It's singular across the board. So that shared energies, guys, we must remember, the more connected we are to somebody, the more likely I am to see a shared state. Perhaps check out Sagittarius for reference. But because you're showing me disconnectivity from this person, you're showing me a sense of self-individuation here. Page of Cups, 9 of Cups, the Fool. Very much so as part of what I'm seeing for your side of the board, just you. I want to open up to love. Not someone who says we're in a relationship but doesn't show up for me emotionally when it's at their convenience. And then they had the timidity to sit there and wonder where I went. They don't recognize feelings in our relationship or something. There's an absence of sight here. So again, there's a mental recognition. I'm in a relationship with Aries, whatever that is for 2 people. But I don't expect me to be emotionally available to it, though. No. But I do want to be able to ask where Aries went. Your emotions are trying to find an outlet that are actually positive and can express themselves in a loving way. I just see you opening up beyond whatever this is. And that relationship is defined by 2 people. So you showed me I feel abandoned by this. And when somebody doesn't acknowledge the actual emotional part of a relationship, but they expect to see it there as a technicality, yeah, you're going to feel abandoned by it. Because as far as I can tell, honey, emotionally speaking, you want to open up to love. You want to open up to yourself specifically. 9 of Cups is self-fulfillment of the self based on love. That's what wish fulfillment is. Because I love myself, I want to give myself these things. And then the Fool, that's a blast of energy right there. Your heart space wants to open up. It desires to very strongly at this time. It's here and it's here. And as far as I can tell, you're abandoning a structure or you to feel abandoned by it, and I don't know why they're turning back around and checking in on you like they expect you to be there. I don't know what that is. I read the energies, and without more 3D input, I can't quite see where your status is. But it's almost like I don't feel emotionally beholden to this anymore because they don't expect me to be there anyway. Except for it's at their convenience. It is a little cold. It is a little cut off. Let's get some advice, please, for Aries. You look absolutely gorgeous. Who you're tripping out the door for, I don't know if there's anyone specific. I just know that you literally are the definition of listening to yourself. You are both passionate, creative, and you're full of love, and you want to express yourself to somebody, something, anything. Because it's looking like they've given you the cold shoulder. Of course you feel abandoned, you know? Let's get some advice, please. For Aries, you look absolutely gorgeous, honey. I want you to follow that feeling. I do. I'm sorry. And also, I'm not sorry. You got to know what's right for you, honey. If you are feeling truly abandoned by this, you look like an emotional free agent. At least that's what you're telling me energetically. That you want to be open to love. And you don't seem to be getting it from this, whatever this is. Let's get some advice, please. It looks like it abandoned you, but still expects you to pay attention to it. That's why I'm confused. You know? Yeah, no, but we're in a relationship when it's at my convenience. So when I recognize it, I expect you to as well. I don't... What is that? I don't understand it. Okay. 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Your particular sense of 9 of Cups, again over here, okay, has been under question for yourself for a long time, i.e. your personal sense of happiness. You haven't been able to see it, access it in a long time due to anxieties, stress, specifically not feeling the love. How can you access your own personal sense of happiness if you're confused about where it's coming from, yourself or someone else? It added to the blindness, the stress. I'm supposed to be happy, but I'm not feeling it, and I don't see that as being an option in my life. I think I want to actually have the option to feel good about myself. Because it's like the idea of the 9 of Cups is if you're supposed to be with someone, you should find your love in them, and that it should be welcome, not an abandoning feeling. Right? And it doesn't show up for you consistently. No. I'm glad you're listening to yourself. Whatever this is with the mental twistedness, I don't know at what point that began to alleviate, but when it did, you started listening to yourself, and I think your instinct here is correct. Whatever this is, it feels abandoning. It does. And I'm sorry, you seem to want so much more. You do, and it's beautiful. You're beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. I want you to have more. Okay? I hope this helps you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me. Show me Aquarius in their person. Show me Aquarius in their person. Show me Aquarius, please. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? Show me Aquarius. What's going on, please? Show me Aquarius. Okay. We're going to start on your side of the board, but like I said in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Not great. The Empress, Strength, 3 of Swords. Okay. Shared, 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Neither one of you knows what to do. I want you to listen to yourself exactly, because the reality is not matching what you're feeling. Your reality keeps giving you evidence that things are hard, but that you don't know what to do with that. And 10 of Wands, carrying a burden here, 2 of Swords, you're not necessarily sure why you're doing it. But you're like, it's been like this forever, though. 7 of Pentacles. I want you to listen to yourself, please. Something needs to change. So the Empress, Strength, 3 of Swords, you know, this person's showing me, I got this. I don't know if it's necessarily we. I don't know that we got this, but they are saying, I got this. They're showing me a strong sense of empowerment and knowing thyself and being strong in 3 of Swords. They're saying, I am being strong, you know, to get through this. The thing is, you're not showing me that same level. So while they're showing me with all due respect and knowing who they are and having a strong will, I will power through this heartbreak. I am empowered. I've got the strength to do it. You're showing me something very different. There's no evidence of change. You're just used to carrying a heavy load. And Two of Swords, you don't really see it. You're saying it's always been like this. Seven of Pentacles. I kind of want you to stop, put your bundle down, and listen to yourself. Because your point of view and their point of view are very different. And I can see why here. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords, not a great combination. So that's a long-standing pattern. So you're actually reflecting to me, I think, the reality of the situation. Because Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, that's a long-standing upset pattern. And I mean pattern. Four is the first time we see a working pattern in nature. It creates a circle. And circles go like this. There's no beginning, there's no end. They just perpetuate on themselves. So those are the two worst right there. Overlapping circles. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. We're both upset. We're both disappointed. But neither one of us is changing our patterns. Four of Pentacles. In fact, we hold on to the same arguments. We hold on to the same upsets. And we keep stepping on the same damn toes over and over again. And it causes anxiety. Nine of Swords. I think you're actually showing me this is what you're dealing with. This is what you're experiencing. But it doesn't get better for you. Why? Because your person's showing me, I got this. I'm not convinced it's a we. I'm not. It's almost like it's easy for them to say, I got this. And that's cool. If that's who they are, that's who they are. Man, some people can power through anything. But you are showing me we. Unlike them, you're showing me a we. We are unhappy. And that's the truth of it. But you don't know how to make it stop. Two of Swords. You don't know how to put the bundle down. You don't know how to make that burden not your burden. So that tells me you kind of feel the reality of the thing much more deeply than they do because you're carrying more of the responsibility of the output, I believe, than they are. So it is kind of, again, it's not an insult to them. It's kind of like it is easier by definition for this person to say, I'm going to get through this, without applying that same sense of empowerment or of goodwill of feeling towards you to include you. Because you're going, we are unhappy, and I know it. So it's nice that they have such a strength of will, but it's almost like they forgot to include you on that sentiment of we're going to get through this, and here's how we do it. I see you. You're like, well, that's great. I'm not seeing any of the evidence of that, but I think you have a stronger grip on the reality, and at least how it's affecting you. I don't see you actively healing. I see you being hyper aware of a long-standing issue that doesn't seem to get better. But your person's like, well, there's nothing I can't get through. Okay. Let's get some advice for you. Again, I want you to maybe stop and listen to yourself. You recognize the emotional disruption and the long-standing weight of it and the stress that it actually causes you. It tells me you're not seeing evidence that anything's getting better. You're still carrying the same weight while they're insisting that they can power through it. Why are the scales so off? Why are the scales so off? And just because they have that attitude, which is strong, it doesn't mean it's helping anybody. Where's the practical application of healing and working on something together? You're telling me I'm carrying all the weight and you're not really sure why. But you do know you're both unhappy. It's almost like saying, see, I'm doing better. Yeah, it's easier for someone to heal when they're not doing the actual bulk of the work. I don't know. I don't know. You seem to think it's going to end up the same way because that's what your two patterns is, no matter how much you carry. Yeah, I want you to stop and listen to yourself. I'm sorry this one's so vague, guys. This is where I'd like to do a deep dive on the both of you. I really would. Because this, and absolutely convinced that no matter what they say, it's just going to go back to the pattern of being chronically unhappy and not knowing what to do about it. And it doesn't seem to alleviate their enthusiasm or their sense of will here. It doesn't seem to alleviate what you're experiencing at all. And just because they're showing me strength over empowerment doesn't mean that they're healing. It's kind of like saying, I'm tough, I can tough it out. I want to know where the healing is. Because you're convinced it's just going to go back to the way it was. And perhaps you're right. Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. You're saying, I don't know what to do, and it's causing harm. You're not seeing a solution here, and I don't blame you. And that's why you keep defaulting to, I have to keep moving in this direction, even though I'm not seeing any clear signs of improvement. And Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups, you're saying, it's painful. This is a painful situation, and I have no clue how to make it better, so I guess I just keep moving in this direction. We need to recognize this. I want you to get some insight, listen to yourself so you can look at this pattern and see if it's workable, healable, or it can be intercepted, because we need some no change plus no change equals no change. You've heard me say it 1,000 times, but it's also true. Okay. And you're saying every time you look at a cup, options for feelings, all you experience is pain and a dead end. But yet you still move forward in this direction. Please stop participating for a minute. Okay? Saying, I don't know what to do is not good enough. I need you to stop and listen to yourself about this situation and inject some reality for yourself first. And then we start talking to our person about it, because I need you to gain insight first, because it doesn't seem like they're helping you gain any. They're more concerned about how they're going to get through it. I don't see any alleviating efforts for you. And I don't like that. So you need to do it for yourself. Stop, gain some clarity for you, mentally and emotionally. Okay? Okay, Aquarius, honey, I know that one's heavy. I hope this helped you, though. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini in their person. Show me Gemini in their person. Show me Gemini in their person. Do one more. Show me Gemini, please. Okay, we're going to start with your side, but as I said at the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please, for Gemini? Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands. Such a little guy. There's such big motivation behind him, though. Ooh. Okay, what's up? Tower, Two of Swords. Oh. Tower, Two of Swords, the King of Swords. Okay. Huh. Shared, Two of Wands, the World, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, we let go of this, but it's not let go of. Not yet. Chariot. Yeah, you got forward momentum on you. I see it. It's gaining as we speak. Page of Swords, there's a little bit, something happened. Something hits your radar. I don't know what it is. Page of Swords, guys, isn't always about spying. You have to understand the most immature of pages, which is the Page of Swords, understands that he's immature. That's why he's quiet. That's why he's associated with watching, is because he's trying to learn. Something hits your radar. I'm not associating with the traditional sense of, I don't know what to do, my thought's too small, or my action's too small. It's not like that. It's not feeling like that. It's you received some information that got your attention recently. It literally came across your radar, and your first was, what is this? That's also the Page of Swords. Again, he doesn't know, so he's quiet, so he can learn. Something hit your radar, and I don't know what it is. I have no clue, not to clue. It was a tic-tac-sized piece of information. I don't know where it came from, but it opened your eyes a little bit like that. Like that. It was social media. It was something. Something. Because that's how pocket-sized that piece of information is. So super small. But then after that, it generated some emotional activity that is currently behind you. And it's the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You were feeling a particular way based off a pocket-sized piece of information. It gave you hope. Ace of Wands, we must remember, is hope. For a better understanding of that, check out the Aces readings next week about Ace of Wands and all the Aces, really. The Ace of Wands is classically hope, guys. It's not just passion. You have to remember, wand is fire, fire is light. Light will always represent hope, curiosity, intrigue, creativity, expression. And then, yes, of course, passion. At Page Source, it's a little guy. Something hit your radar, honey. I don't know what it is, but I have that distinct feeling. You saw something and your eyes went, pop. What is that? And it got your attention. And your mind was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? And then in that inspiration, in that moment of seeing that thing, something made your heart pick up speed. With the Queen of Cups, there's a softness in there. And it wants to be a full heart with the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups would suggest. And the Ace of Wands, there's a sense of renewed hope in your heart. And it's strong, too. Based on a wee bit of activity. I would love to know what that is. But it puts you in mind of the Chariot. Moving forward, do you dare? You learned something, you saw something, and it was pocket-sized. But it was enough that it... Can I hope for that? Can I move in that direction? I don't know. Now, this is a fascinating fellow right here. Somebody, I don't know. Tower, Two of Swords, the King of Swords, you know? I have no reason to believe that you understand this person's process. Because as far as I can tell, there's a cycle that stands between you two, but neither one of you is technically let go. Not where it counts, spiritually or emotionally. Anyway, Tower, Two of Swords, the King of Swords. Whomever this is, they've had some very radical insight about blindness and being blind and accepting truths. The King of Swords, so they went from, something that they insisted on confusion about, I can't see it, to I accept the full weight of this knowledge. So that's amplified knowledge. It's always a good thing in my book. This person learned some things the hard way, though, the Tower, and they don't deny them anymore. So the Tower is denial. These are illusions. These are delusions. And the kind of lies we tell ourselves, particularly as the Two of Swords is over that Tower, this person had a lot of blind spots, and I didn't want to see, and they eventually had a day where they learned something the hard way, and it opened their eyes dramatically. And then the King of Swords was born. In other words, I accept the information. I understand I had delusions and illusions about something I refused to see, and I didn't want to acknowledge, and then one day they did. They saw themselves correctly. Or your situation correctly. That's all I know. They went from anti-sight to sight. They went from anti-knowledge and I'm rejecting the knowledge to I accept it. This is the truth of it. It has, as far as I can tell, it happened without you being there. This is their own particular process. And then what's shared between you two is a history of decision-making about closing out cycles. But Four of Pentacles, we have held on to this. So this is a connection we've held on to. It's not about right or wrong. It just is. People hold on to things all the time, more so when it's unresolved. Okay? It's normal. We just don't want to hold on too tightly and make it our world in its absence, because that's when, we really have unresolved stuff, right? So you actually want to move forward in this feeling based on that little bit of insight. I don't know what it was. I'm terribly curious. I'm so terribly curious. They had their own particular process that is unique to them. They upped the ante on terms of their knowledge. This is a sharp cookie here, except for when it came to your two's connection. At some point, they were willfully blind, and they understood that. So they learned a lot, I suppose. But what's here is a cycle that you both hold on to. Do you still have hope for this? You came across something that says maybe. Maybe. And it's a big maybe, too. Queen of Cups came out. Your Ace of Wands came out. Ooh. Gosh, I want to know. Oh, you got me on a cliffhanger today. I don't tell you, you tell me. So that tells me how fresh this was? That your emotions popped open radically after seeing whatever that was. And I don't know what it is. But it came across your field of vision and made your heart wonder if it could have hope. the Chariot. Your direction will be decided upon soon about what you do with this. Ooh, let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Show me the advice, please, for Gemini. Let's get some advice, please, for Gemini. Hanged Man, Justice, Four of Wands. We've had some perspective, a timeout about what constitutes fairness in this relationship. We need more perspective on it. So if we reapproach this, you need to know that it's fair for yourself in this situation and that it's also balanced within you, right? It's like a Hanged Man perspective timeout. If we reapproach whatever constitutes this particular relationship defined by two people, not necessarily marriage, this is how you and I have built this relationship. Is it right for you? And that's all I ask for anybody, Justice being here. Is it right for you? Okay? Is it correct? Can it be balanced? And if the answer is yes, and you feel that it's yes within you, if this is something you need to balance within you first, know that, and then try approaching this. But we need a little more thought on it. Approaching this, is it correct for you? And that will answer, it should answer any questions you have about what to do with this feeling, which is sizable, I grant you. But we got to know. We got to know if it's correct. You got to figure that out for you first, balance within yourself, and then it will reflect externally if it's appropriate. Okay? I hope this helps you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Libra. What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me, Libra. Show me, Libra. Show me, Libra. What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me, Libra. What's going on, please, for Libra? We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I said at the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? Seven of Cups, the Emperor, Seven of Swords. Oh, yeah. Interesting. I'll get back to that. Judgment. The Nine of Pentacles, the Sun. Wow. Shared. Chariot. The Four of Cups, King of Swords, Eight of Wands. Communication. We got some talking here. Somebody talking. Yours is oddly kind of probing. I'm not sure how else to explain that, so let's talk about that real quick. Your opening overview, Eight of Wands. Some sort of communication is going in or out relatively soon. Okay. For your side, Seven of Cups, the Emperor, the Seven of Swords. It's almost like you're like, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. So here's the Seven of Cups. Okay, you have a variety of feelings in here. They might be fragmented. You might be, or it could just be, I'm a little this, I'm a little that, or you're showing me confusion. Which cup, Christina? Which cup? Which cup? Is it fantasy? Is it all in my head? Is it all in my heart? Am I making this shit up? Like, what's going on? The Emperor is like, I just know that I want to stand in my power because I need to know what I'm choosing from here. You're like, you're showing me you don't know how to perceive something. And that's typically anti-you. Typically, you pride yourself on being able to make decisions, standing in your power. I'm the head of my empire, right? But your Seven of Swords, you're like, but I'm not sure. It's almost like you're saying, I don't want to talk myself into a fantasy. That's what I'm trying to say. Because the Emperor is anti-fantasy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the sexy fantasies on our private time. That's a completely different gig. You're telling me I don't want to take this to the wrong place, or I don't want to misconstrue it. And I want to make sure that if I'm stepping forward into communication that I understand what the hell's going on. Because you're showing me confusion over conflicting emotions. And you're like, I'm not sure and I don't want to pick the wrong one. In other words, I don't want to pick fantasy and I don't want to misunderstand my feelings or someone else's. So you're showing me what looks like a cautious approach. You're not trying to assume. But there is something you want to talk about. So something caught your attention. I'm not quite sure what it is. But you are saying if I'm going to speak up or represent myself, I need to do so to the best of my abilities. And I can't choose a false cup. I can't choose fantasy. I need to make sure that my communication is straightforward and I'm understood. Because you're like, I don't want to assume. There's something here, but I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume. So here's what I see you doing. It's like you got these cups and you're like, I'm going to poke that one, but not too much. It's kind of, because I don't want to assume the meaning. And I keep coming up against that communication. I don't want to assume that was about me, or I don't want to assume that was for me, or I don't want to assume that was intended for me. I'm not trying to do fantasy, but if this is for me, I kind of want to step up to it. It's interesting. I don't typically see the Emperor this conflicted, which I had that discussion with somebody in their in-depth recently. But yeah, I think you're doing the best you can. Okay, and that's all any of us can do. I like how you don't want to assume that whatever that is about you or for you or intended for you, but you still kind of want to know at the same time. Now, the person whom is attached to you, Judgment, 9 of Pentacles, the Sun. They're beautiful. They're kind of relaxed. They are who they are. They seem to be very comfortable with themselves. I'm not taking sides here. It's the cards, guys. Judgment, this person more or less said it's a choice to be happy. And they're also saying it's a choice to be me. I am my own individual, and I don't apologize for it. In fact, I like being me. The Sun is attached to their particular sense of 9 of Pentacles. They seem to radiate a natural warmth because they're very comfortable with who they are. So the 9 of Pentacles, again, guys, individuation, I am me. I can stand on my own 2 feet. This is my garden. Thank you very much. No. I didn't hire a gardener. I did it. Thank you. It's kind of like that, So they know who they are. They have judgment attached to them in terms of either lessons learned or they represent a choice. But they're showing me they've chosen to be themselves, and they're just naturally warm, experienced, comfortable with who they are. They're like, I don't bullshit. This is me. It's nice, actually. It's quite refreshing. And then shared here, we have the Chariot, 4 Cups, the King of Swords. Somebody here is showing me determination to kind of cut through the bullshit. And I can't help but feel it's you, because you're again, you showed me I'm confused. I want to clear it up. I don't know which cup to poke. I think it's this one, but I also can't assume it's about me. And that would be false, right? So it's your way of saying, I want to find out without putting too much of myself out there. So I don't know what it is that's got you engaged in that line of inquiry, but there's something here about I don't want to assume. But I also need to know. So you're testing some of the waters, and I think you're gently poking a cup. Because here we have the Chariot, 4 Cups. There's unhappiness here between you two, as I believe it last stood, as you understood it. King of Swords, we want to kind of cut through that. And the Chariot wants to power through for the 4 Cups, because the 4 Cups is a bad rest stop on a long highway, right? The Chariot is the Chariot is the Chariot, and it needs to go. It's not going to hang out at the 4 Cups for very long. So is it possible if someone's determined enough to push past the disappointment? Absolutely. Because if somebody's like, I need to know, then I need to know. Communication is happening soon, like I said. Okay. Let's get that advice, please. Show me that advice. Show me that advice. Let's get the advice, please. Ten of Wands, the Fool, Knight of Cups, Christina. It's so hard to open up and trust this situation. And by trust, I don't mean mental conflict that I would see with Sword. I mean trusting your initial feeling, that vulnerable feeling to open up. You're saying, because Knight of Cups, guys, whatever, he's not just about being a romantic object. He is tasked with, I think, the hardest job of all the knights. And that's to be vulnerable. The Knight of Pentacles always has a plan, and it moves slow. The Knight of Swords moves fast because it's a thought as well as an action. But it's very perfunctory. This is what's going on. Who, what, when, where, why. The Knight of Wands moves fast because he's just got pure energy. It's like, I'm going in that direction. And the Knight of Cups, that poor guy, he's like, I have all the emotions and they're vulnerable. Oh boy. So that one's much harder to carry. It is. And you're saying 10 of Wands, it's uber hard to be vulnerable towards Christina. And that's where I mean the trust to be vulnerable, not a mental conflict, the emotional surety that this is correct for you. So like I said, I see you trying to poke a cup and you want to know if it's about you, but you don't want to presume. You don't want to fall prey to fantasy or that it's all in your head, but you also kind of want reassurance in some way the direction and flow. Is this meant for me? Did you mean to leave this at my house? Did you was this directed towards me? And check it. How are you? How are you? It's kind of like that. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could go into deeper. It's sweet in its own way, but I know 10 of Wands, the Fool, and the Knight of Cups, and that's why it's hard, but your advice stands the same. Your inclination to open up even just a little bit is correct. Is correct. And no, it could be coming towards you, but I do see you're the one that wants to know without assuming. So I hope this helps you. Okay? Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? What's going on, please, for Taurus and their person? Show me Taurus and their person. Show me Taurus and their person. What's going on, please, for that Taurus collective? Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus. Like always, we're going to start on your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Temperance. Ace of Swords. Yes. 4 Cups. Okay. This is a very deeply internal process between you and you right now. We'll get to that. Let's see who's around. Okay. Oh, I just wish they'd own that, though. God, Death, Page of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Fine, death is death, but, admit it. Right? Okay, hold on. That just made... You ever walk into something that is so confounding that you're legit, your brain just cramped? That's what I experienced right now. Why are you avoiding the obvious? My first thought. Okay. Anyway, that's brain just cramp. Okay. The Magician. 9 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Judgment. Yeah. Listen. I know. Christina. Yeah. Hey, I know. You tell me, I don't tell you. Judgment's attached to you. You got a lesson in here. You got a call to make. You got a decision to make, I say. Because I tell you why. The decision's obvious, but the person who's attached to you is rejecting the obvious. God, that's what makes my brain cramp. Okay. When it's plain as day. So whatever this is still in play. It's just not in a very good state. Okay? It has an end conclusion. You just haven't reached it yet as being correct for you. So you're actually doing what I advise people to do all the time. Make sure or understand that it's right for you. That's exactly what you're doing. You pulled Taurus aside, head Taurus, we need to have a talk with ourselves. Temperance, Ace of Swords, 4 Cups. That's active. Good. This is active knowledge on your part to really understand and reflect on yourself at this time and understanding where it is that you need to be, what it is you should be feeling, and how to get there. That's all in there. You're insistent, you're adamant. In other words, you're not denying the truth. You want to understand the truth. It's taking you a minute, though. That's okay. You got a lot of feelings to sort out. And like I said, you're doing what I advise people to do all the time. You are literally in the process now of discovering what is right for you. I see you healing yourself towards a strong truth, an Ace of Swords, one that you can't deny and that you don't want to deny, unlike the person I see attached to you. And I'm not trying to give them a hard time. It's just... It is what it is. I read the cards. I read what's there, not what isn't. You're telling me I got to take ownership of this knowledge. I need to sort my feelings out. This is difficult as for me right now. But I do know this. I'm unhappy. And I don't want to be unhappy. It doesn't seem to ever change or alleviate. So I'm going to start with me. You're starting with yourself. Good. Everything begins with the self. And the more you understand what's correct for you, it will then manifest itself into reality. You're doing the right things. You're on the right course. I know at this moment in time, it probably sucks. And it feels bad. It's okay. You know, it's misgiving about temperance. If I could do... Well, if. Maybe. One day. I'm an artist after all. And do my own deck. I'm really going to change the landscape of how temperance is depicted. Because in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's this peaceful angel. Doesn't that just look so calm? Doesn't it? No, it's turbulent as hell. It's chaotic. That's the whole point of temperance, to temper the difficult emotions. The angel tosses, so peaceful, tossing around these difficult feelings. What's in that cup is actually quite violent in terms of emotions. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. And so it tempers over time by tossing those waters around, getting more familiar with them, the difficult emotions, the good ones too, and trying to see how they flow and fit and if they don't. And where's that coming from? So it's actually misgiving. Temperance on the inside can be a whirlwind of activity and none of it feels good, more often than not. But you're saying, I want the truth of how do I really feel about this. Good for you. And you're going to need that mentality. You're going to need that sense of focus and direction because the person around you is anti these things. Death. This connection for them is over. Have they invested in the truth of it? No. The exact, and I mean the exact opposite of you. I want to know the truth, even if it means hurting myself by discovering it the hard way. I'm going to do it. You know why? I'm not an asshole. And I don't want to be unhappy forever. They're like, this is over, but I can't admit it. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. That's active denial of the investment. That's plain as day. You want to make sure it's correct for you first. How you feel about it. Sorting your thoughts. And they're going to be like, I'm going to reject it. The obvious. They don't want to invest any more in this. But the lack of ownership is real. Okay. When someone doesn't invest time, energy, and effort, that includes their emotions, that includes their thoughts, not just their real-world activity, it's plain as day. Okay? So why deny it? What's the point? That gets everybody absolutely nowhere. What's shared? What you used to deny, you are now openly trying to face. Right? As I say, if somebody's going to be in denial, the other person's got to do the opposite, and that's what you're showing me. Completely opposite approaches. Yours is an approach, theirs is an anti-approach. The Magician, Nine of Wands, Three of Wands. So we have blocked this for a long time. We're not doing that anymore. Okay? Yeah, Nine of Wands is chronic behavior. I'm blocking, and I don't really know why, and I don't want to question it too deeply. I'm going to stand my ground, though, but we don't know why we're standing our ground. So here we have stubbornness and chronic behavior. Nothing changes, but we're exhausted, and it's etc. So denial and active denial, it doesn't serve anyone. The Magician, you are willing yourself to push past that sense of blockage, that first need to stop. Okay. And Three of Wands, you are in an active place of, hold on, interim. I'm sorting this out, but I'm not denying the truth anymore. Again, active, non-active. We need a little more time. So that's progress. It may not seem like it, but I promise you it is. You could have not done this. You could have been right there with this person. There's a time when I'm sure you used to fend off the truth as much as they did. You're saying that time's over. I can't afford to keep being unhappy like this. So if there is an ending here, I need to understand it, know that I'm on board with it, that I've consolidated myself towards it, and that it's my choice, correct? They've made one without making one. So, judgment, it's your call, honey. You got lessons in here. They say perhaps you've been through this before. It's not the point. They're saying you're more capable than you know. And it is going to require active judgment or decision-making on your part. And it's going to be at the higher level. This is not going to be like, do I want cereal or toast for breakfast? Right? That's not that. This is higher active decision-making. Higher self-decision-making, that kind of thing. Let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. Show me that advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. Let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. Sometimes I wonder if Taurus isn't better suited towards the Ace of Swords. Honestly. Because when you guys yield to truth, it's usually, all right, this is how it is. And in that sense, it can be very practical in nature for you guys. Page of Swords, Ten of Cups, the Empress. Yeah. There's a small part of you. Page of Swords, little guy. Ten of Cups, the Empress, little guy, Page of Swords. You can't help but open a very small, no matter how small, line of inquiry. Is that what I have? Or is that what I could have? It's very small. But you can't help but wonder if there's more out there in terms of emotional stability. Ten of Cups, the emotional harmony. These are our immediate constituents in this life. These are our very close family members, friends, spouses, lovers, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, you name it. Okay, that's the Ten of Cups. It's like the Ten of Pentacles, but from the heart level, not just in your 3D, what shows up in terms of resources. Emotional support, and then the Empress. Okay. Highest form of productivity, love, generosity, unconditional self, that kind of thing. Page of Swords, little guy. There's a little curiosity right there. Is this what I have? Or is this what I could have? It's a good thought. I want you to poke that guy a little more. Is this what I have? Or is this what I could have? At the end of that particular rainbow. Okay. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Virgo in their person. Show me Virgo in their person. Show me Virgo in their person. Show me Virgo in their person, please. What's going on, please? Show me Virgo in their person. Show me Virgo and their person. What's going on, please, for Virgo? Okay. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please, for Virgo? Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups, King of Swords. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd be done with that too. Ace of Swords. I would definitely be done with that if I were you. I'm just saying I ain't Virgo. I ain't Virgo. I'm from the South. Yeah, excuse me. Every now and again, it kicks in. Virgo. I don't know if you picked up on this. I'm already disinclined to read this further. Peace be with you. Go your own way. Okay? Thank you. Nope. You are in that position now of holding on to this, but once you've made up your mind, I know that you'll do the right thing. And this is definitely the case of doing the right thing. Four of Pentacles right now. You're like this. I can't. Eventually, you're going to go from I can't let this go to I need to let this go. I promise you it's a matter of time. Because whatever their point of view is isn't changing anytime soon. It looks like a very toxic thought or a toxic action. The sword is both. The sword is both thought as well as action. So somebody here is in a very poor disposition of remaining the same. And they're waiting on you to catch up and I guess agree that this is where things are, this is where things stand, this is how it should be. Hold on, let me back up. I'm sorry. You're immediately opened up with exhaustion. I was already tired. Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups, the King of Swords. That's a lot of weight and a lot of emotional negativity attached to all that weight. In other words, you're quite numb carrying something in this connection. You are hyper aware of it as the King of Swords. The King and Queen of Swords are about truth, not the denial of it. So there you are acknowledging this is heavy. It's more than heavy. It seems like it's a labor of not love. I don't feel the love in this because I'm numb. Eight of Cups. So you're like, I'm carrying all this weight for what purpose? I don't feel anything towards it now. It's so exhausting. It's so draining. You know, you acknowledge this. So that's half the battle. Half the battle to conquering anything difficult is to acknowledge that it's difficult or problematic. And a person attached to you, Ace of Swords, the Devil, Three of Wands. They're like, I know what I know. That doesn't mean they're right. It's just very convincing when the devil's convinced somebody that they're right. You know? That surpasses denial by miles. It's ingrained in this person, I'm correct. This is my thought. It's correct. It's patternized with this person. And the Three of Wands, I'm just giving you a courtesy weight to catch up to where I am. You're the one that's making this hard, Virgo. If you would just agree that I'm correct about my thoughts and our actions, well, now, we wouldn't have any more weight between us. They're waiting from a place of their own comfort, it's non-rushed at all. So there's a little bit of arrogance too. From a place of their comfort, they're really quite certain that you will give in or acquiesce to whatever it is that because they're already convinced that they're correct. And I bet they have good arguments too, babe. This is someone who has a strong mind, strong will. And if they are that convinced that they're correct, it's going to feel that way on the outset. Oh, maybe they're right. Here's the thing. This is how you know someone's wrong. It weighs on you every day that you don't feel right by going along with what they think or they do. And they expect you to say yes. They have a little pattern with you. They made their declaration, drawn the line in the sand, say, you're welcome to join me on my side. I'm waiting for you to catch up to me. Because, when you do, maybe it wouldn't weigh so much. But because you resist what I know and what I'm telling you, you're making this hard. That's how strong that person's particular sense of mind and personality is, but it's not authentic. It's just that particular personal conviction that they're correct. And they got a little pattern of this. They always got to be right. Am I right? Yeah, that's going to exhaust anybody. And it's no wonder you're showing me lack of emotional attachment. You've been putting up with this person's particular sense of rightness for a long time. And that's how you know it's wrong, is because of how it wears on you. Everything begins with a self. I can tell they're used to having their way because they convince themselves they're correct. This person, that tells me they have a lot of fears, but not being able to express that, they use their mind to logic and rationalize just about anything and then convince themselves they're correct. That's a fear-based thing, and it has nothing to do with you. That was established before you were connected. I promise you this. That's a long-standing thing. So I guess they don't have too many friends or close family members, unless, again, those are the ones that they agree with them, right? 7 of Cups, the World, the Knight of Swords, There will come a time when you're going to take action towards how you really feel about this, because there is the indication, I would think, of a cycle being here. The acknowledgement, bare minimum, that the feelings are gone, that is how you're going to experience the closing of this first. That's what's actually going to put you into motion, because right now you're in a frozen state. You're tired, but you're in a frozen state. There's this doesn't feel right. How come I always feel bad in this scenario, connection, whatever it is, over and over again? And then they have the nerve to be like, I'm waiting on you. You guys got to catch up to where I am. That's all. In other words, agree or give them what they want. Honey, I think you need to turn the tables on this one. I know you don't want to do anything just to be sure. You're showing me 4 of Pentacles as what if I'm wrong. That's how used they are to being right with you, that you actually question if you're wrong all the time. That's how convincing the Devil with the Ace of Swords is in their own mind. You question all the time, what if you're wrong? Again, I have to go back. How does this make you feel more often than not? I'm sure anytime you try to do anything on your own and it doesn't quite work out right or you feel bad about it, they were right there behind you. See, I told you. But hey, I guess you had to find out for yourself. Now, do you want to get back on my side of the line where things are correct? I don't like it. I don't know if you picked up on that. This one's very specific. It's either yours or it's not. That's it. Full stop. No argument. Take what resonates, leave it as not. This one was incredibly specific. It had a very strong stamp on it. So I don't know who I'm speaking to, but it's either yours or it's not. That's it. If it's not, normal. Check your other placements, guys. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. I just don't see that it's changing. They're so used to being who they are and so used to not being argued with. And people who do argue with them, I guess they don't talk to them too much longer, Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Virgo. Show me that advice, please. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, 3 Cups. I want you to start doing more stuff for you. I want you to actually connect with people who are light and incorporate your good feeling and your good sense of will and who actually care about you. That's what I'd like you to do. In other words, surround yourself by people who are open to your energy and not convinced that it's just theirs or their ideas that count. There's something here about you have really forgotten what it's like for you to be accepted at the emotional level and for your own natural energy without this person telling you what's what or why. I want you to connect outside of this. That 3 of Cups could be anything, guys, any sort of social engagement, but specifically people who would celebrate you. I want you to do that, please. I don't see you ready to separate from this yet. The emotions go first. This, I know. But you're still holding on to this technically. Because, again, what if you're wrong? They've had a lot of time to put that in your head. But what if you're wrong, Virgo? I mean, I'm usually right. But hey, you usually have to find out the hard way, don't you? I want you to find your energy again, your positive self-love energy, by connecting to the right people who say, actually, Virgo, that's a great idea. Or you know what you're feeling is correct. Or you know what, you deserve to be happy. I want you to connect with those folks. Okay? I think this person has a tendency to tell you what you're feeling and what you're thinking. And you kind of assume that it's true. Yeah, I guess you're right. Whereas the people who connect to you in a healthy way will celebrate what it is you have to offer without having to convince you of anything. I want you to get in touch with that. Maybe remember what good feeling is from other people. Okay. I do hope this helped you. Put it in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? What's going on, please, for Capricorn and their person? Show me Capricorn and their person. Show me Capricorn and their person, please. Hi, baby. What you doing? Mm-hmm. You say hi to Capricorn. You say hi to Capricorn. Oh, I know. We say hi. Ah, no, son. You silly Billy. See me in. You get down for me, honey? Good girl. Mama's working. And after we're done, I promise you we'll go for walkies. I know. I promise. Okay. Good girl. She's had some really intense training at doggy day camp. And I can tell she's happy to be home and just have a quiet day. She's much more chill. She is much more chill. Let's give this another shuffle. Let's give that another shuffle. Okay. Let's give that another shuffle. I just had that feeling. That's the reason she popped up right there. All right. I'm going to start with your side, but as I said at the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. 6 of Wands. Devil, that's you. 7 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Ace of Wands, King of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Okay. Interesting. Shared. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Justice. There's 6 of Pentacles. There's something here about you, and you don't want to be tempted. You're trying to maintain balances right now that are pertinent. 6 of Pentacles is your overall sense of day-to-day activity. This is what I'm contracted to, and I give to it because it gives to me. This is a healthy balance. I jump over here to you as an individual, and you're like, don't appeal to my ego. It's really interesting, and it's very specific. There you are. Boom, right there, baby. 6 of Wands, the Devil, 7 of Swords. You're like, don't appeal to my ego. Don't. It's like, don't. Do not approach me for the wrong reasons. It's kind of like that. I'm not going to give in to those kind of instincts. You can't tempt me. You're showing me you cannot tempt me. You cannot tempt me. I can kind of see why. Somebody's waving their wand at you. Now, I don't know who that is, but they're determined to wave that wand at you. And they're giving you the eyes. They're giving you the winks. They are like, oh, Capricorn, are you going to the gym? You've been working out. You're like, don't. I'm trying to be practical right now. I'm trying to maintain my balances right now. So that tells me you think whatever this is anti-balance. And you're not trying to be... Now, I grant you, it's a little sexy, but it's also a little bit hard-headed, too, with that King of Swords there, the determination. But there's that Ace of Wands, there's that Knight of Wands. This is coming across as passionate, sexy, flirtation, and a strong mind to do it. And they're like, you know what's up. You know what I'm trying to do. You know what's up. And you're like, I know. Go away. You're trying not to get involved in this. You are tempted, though. That's exactly why you're saying, don't tempt me. I don't know why you're reacting so strong to this person, because you're actually going like, at the same time. So you're pushing away and leaning away at the same time, energetically speaking. Because you're like, you don't deny it. You're saying the attention feels good, the Six of Wands, but you're also saying, because it's attached to you as the devil, that it's ego-based attraction. You just perceive it that way. I don't know why, but you are perceiving it that way, and I'm going to trust your instinct because your reaction to it's quite strong. So while it feels good, but you're also like, at the same time, it's going to get me in trouble, get away. Or you know what? I'll do us both a favor. I'm going to lean away from that. It's kind of like that. Because it is, the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands, guys, the shared energy isn't shared at all. It's completely you across the board. I can't tell you if this is a malicious character. I do know that just because somebody has a Knight of Wands doesn't mean they're all about the sex. It also represents high energy. Like for myself, I am used to saying the Knight of Wands because I'm a high energy person. I am that weirdo that wakes up at 5 a.m. and I'm actually happy to do so. I just have that natural fluid energy. Some people are just naturally more passionate. Some people are naturally more hot-headed. Some people are naturally more flirtatious. But they are coming across as adamant. So you might be saying that this is too strong. I don't know. Without further clarification, I can't see the motivation behind all that energy and attention and the willingness to attract you. However, if from your perception it's a bad thing, then it's a bad thing. Trust your instinct. Because you're also showing me, aside from this, I'm not going to be tempted. Perhaps you're going through an active celibacy period. I don't know. It's up to you. And you just don't want to be tempted in the general sense. Cool. Because let me show you this line. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Justice. You're saying you need to do a better job of taking care of you. And that you have been hurting in this respect. And you need to do a better job of nurturing and caring for yourself. And that you've been neglecting this and you want to get back into balance with you. So this is, shared isn't always shared, guys. It depends on how much we're engaging with somebody or not. And you're showing me I'm not engaging with this. This is all about me. And if that's where you are, honor that instinct. Again, I cannot tell you if this is a malicious character. I just do know that when they turn on the charm, they turn it on. And you're interpreting that as no. But it flatters you, but you're saying it's flattering my ego. Okay? And you're like, I ain't trying to deal with that. All right? I'm about my balances in my material world, and I'm about my balance at the spiritual level. Thank you. I need to take care of me. Okay? Yeah, wow. I don't typically see a self-admission like that, so that's actually quite brave. Because that is a lot of self-admission there. Let's say that advice, please. Show me that advice. Show me that advice. Show me that advice. Show me that advice. You know yourself well enough that for some reason you're saying I'm responding poorly to this, even though it feels good, so I probably shouldn't do it. So I said trust your instinct, regardless of this person's motivation. That's it. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please, for Capricorn. Let's get some advice, please, for Capricorn. I think you got it. I do. I think you're keeping the right things in mind for yourself. If that's where you are, then that's where you are. And that's all I want for people. Know where you are and advocate for it. That's it. Eight of Pentacles, the Moon, Three of Wands. You're saying that you've been working through some of your moon activity and that you're not engaging with anything. You'll look forward to other stuff in future. That other stuff, being whatever that is further out. You're saying that you want a grip on your moon energies, the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon. You're saying this is active on your part. You went down what I call Moon Avenue as a willful participant, and you have learned some things about yourself and that you are working through them. So one of your moon activities then might be that you're susceptible to flattery, or perhaps you have a tendency to get involved with the wrong people. It felt good at the time, but in retrospect, hindsight's 2020. Whatever it is that's in your moon that you were actively working through, you're saying now's not the time to engage in this. I'm taking my work seriously, and I don't want that kind of disruption. Okay, there you go. All right, Capricorn, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Scorpio in their person. Show me Scorpio in their person. Show me Scorpio in their person. What's going on? Show me Scorpio in their person. Okay, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I said in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. Oh, look at you. You seem to be headed on your, whether it's intended or not, I don't know, but you're headed in a particular direction. What starts out as wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups, I want to love me, I want to feel good about me. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment because it's based on the premise of we love ourselves, and we know we love ourselves. Therefore, we try to go towards what we love because it represents a part of ourselves that hopefully we can reflect and see in someone else. So I see you moving in the direction of self-love. It's slow, but steady. You're like, I feel good about me, and I want to exist at this particular pace and or speed because it feels good. Nine of Cups, right? I want wish fulfillment. I want love for myself. And then, boom, there's a Six of Cups for you further out. Okay? So yeah, you seem to be pursuing, this is what feels right to me. And now you're showing me that someone feels right to you. Six of Cups in the future. It could be because it is technically under future position, a soul bond you have yet to meet, or someone that you do know. All right, I don't know. Let's take a look. Surrounding, Temperance, Two of Wands. Okay. Well, that's some heavy healing attached to this person. That's on the inside. Temperance is quite a beautiful process, but it is indeed a process. And even though it's beautiful, it's also quite ugly, as I was explaining, I believe, to Taurus, because it's so misgiving, Temperance is. It looks so beautiful, calm, and peaceful. Look at that angel. Oh, angel, peaceful. No, it's actually quite a violent process. At the end of it is beautiful, if you do the work, right? So I see somebody surrounding you, and they're like, I'm going to open up towards a connection, I believe, with Scorpio when the timing's right. That's a lot of emotional healing on the inside, and it could take a minute. Two of Wands, there's a decision to be made, and then somebody here deploys a little page. It's not huge. It's a little high. There's a little inquiry. Page of Wands, he's the only page with the most nerve. So this person's saying, I'm going to take a little nerve. I've made a decision. I'm going to open up. And that's with a lot of background noise of Temperance preceding it. So this is that person who indeed says they're healing, but they actually did it. I was telling somebody else the other day, the term I'm healing has become the new red flag. And to be honest, how I hear it used amongst people, men and women, clients, as soon as they say, well, I'm healing, and they're trying to connect with someone else, it's almost always a red flag that they haven't finished, or they're actually not saying that. They're saying, I still am broken in some way, but I'm hoping new love will fix it. And that's how, that expression is being overused. And yeah. So this person says they're healing. I actually believe it, because by the time they actually open up towards you, the energy has very little expectations, but it has made a firm decision to open up in the smallest of ways without expectation. So there's a quiet kind of peacefulness surrounding this person's energy that is not obtrusive. And it starts out with a high. So it looks like they've done some work prior to connecting with you. King of Wands, the Star, Ace of Swords. Wow, look at the corners on that one. Oh, that overview, Ten of Wands. Yeah, you are in the process of following your own particular path, and you're saying it's not the easiest thing to do, but that's something that you're sorting out between you and you at this time. Okay, trying to find, again, your sense of wish fulfillment as you love yourself, and you're saying that's not the easiest thing for you to do, but you're indeed headed in this direction, right? And I see you connecting appropriately to someone in future, and it's looking like this person has done their background work in terms of healing, understanding themselves, and making sure their emotions are correct before they open up. But what's shared here, I'm not really sure, because it's actually quite a bit, but I don't know who it's being attributed to. I got a King of Wands, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. This is actually very singular activity here. Singular person, singular activity, singular desires and drives. Someone with a very strong sense of passion and self says, I need this star. This means a lot to me. I'm determined. I'm going to make myself known. And I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but I'm actually tying it back to this person. I see you doing your best, and it's not always easy to stay on a steady path of understanding wish fulfillment and how you love yourself. And then boom, I got you connecting to a soulmate or a soul bond. This person who's shown me such calm, peaceful activity and very light inquiry, I would even say it's respectful, with no assumptions. There's something much bigger behind it. Strong sense of attribute, this is my destiny. I know this and I claim this and I want to step into it. And you're like, I'm just trying to find a soul bond. That's it. You're like, I was just trying to find my mate, my person, you know. I don't know who this King of Wands, the Star, Ace of Swords. Don't get me wrong, that can be you. It doesn't feel like you. You know, we got some Leo, we got some Aquarius here, but it's the intensity behind it. Manifest destiny. This is my direction. It's my choosing. I know myself. I know what I desire, and I need to reach it. And this is my truth, and I'm sticking to it. So that's a lot of, you know, this is my will as I understand it. This is what I want as I understand it. It's a very strong sense of desire and drive, and this is me. It's like what I'm seeing for you, but with a very strong acknowledgement of future destination attached to this person. So like I said, yours is much softer, and I'm going my own way, and I feel good about it. It's not always easy, but I'm going to take my time, saying I won't be rushed. I want the correct person. I want a soul bond. And they're like, I can step into that assignment, but I'll do so in a polite, unassuming way. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's interesting. I don't know when they step into that. I don't know when the decision's made. There is heavy references to Aquarius season, so that could be soon. But Temperance is preceding this. I don't know. Let's get some advice, please, for Scorpio. Yeah. Oh, it was with your intimate tarot. I did. No. I don't remember. I did see a King of Wands gently approach you in a prior reading, and this kind of looks like that. And it's not a fire sign. Let's get out of that bracket. It's the intensity behind it. That says, this is my passion, this is my will, this is my determination. This is what I must do. I got to do this. I want to. I feel it. It's a drive. The King, Queen of Wands, when you hear them talk, you will hear them use language such as drive, motivation. This is what burns me. This is my fuel, that kind of thing. Let's get some advice, please, for Scorpio. You're like, I just want to be happy, and that means going at a particular pace, and it's not easy, but... So I see this person, though, opening up towards you. There's the decision. There's the inquiry. So, be this a brand new person, a soul bond you've yet to meet, or someone whom you do know, Six of Cups in that position could be either. I honestly don't know. But you will, in time. Tower, 4 cups, 4 swords. Interesting. I got a Tower, 4 cups, and the 4 swords. Ever since you or someone blew up an emotionally difficult pattern. Okay. I understand now what this is. It's ongoing unhappiness. I'm constantly dissatisfied. We're going to blow that up. The Tower is the coming down of illusions and delusions. I understand that this is the situation. I don't want to be this way anymore. 4 swords. I'm going to rest and heal. Ever since then, we've been on the correct path. And I think that's why you're showing me 10 of Wands, but you're determined to find yourself again. Is for some of you, you recognize this as a point on your timeline where you blew up an emotionally dissatisfying situation. You recognized it for what it was, and you've been healing ever since. been quiet ever since, going your own way ever since. And you're saying you getting back on path with you has been a struggle because you had to accept this as the truth. So for some of you, that is your guidance about where you are today or where it is that you came from. It was correct. Okay. So while your path might seem slow back onto the road of happiness and wish fulfillment to the self, it's not always accessible. It's not always easy. But they're saying where you came from was correct. Okay? You eventually find your stride in a connection soon. Okay? I do hope this helps you. Again, I'd love to know if this is brand new or someone whom you know. They didn't give too much away there. I hope this helped you. Like I said, put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me. Pisces in their person. I'm feeling extra perky fears right now. I don't know why. Show me Pisces in their person. Show me Pisces in their person. Show me Pisces in their person. I have to admit, your intimate tarot reading was not easy. And I believe your upcoming Aces reading was interesting. So I'm not sure who I'm tuning into. The Pisces collective seems to flux quite a bit, and that's okay. The collective moves at different. Sometimes a collective can really pace something out for a long time, and other people move through it more quickly. You being the fish, yeah, I can see where you swim in and out of different modalities often, for sure. What's going on, please, for Pisces? What's going on, please, for Pisces? What's going on, please, for Pisces? All right, cool. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on, please? The moon. That's you, honey. Boom. King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Curious. Just a second. Three of Wands. Knight of Cups. The Four of Cups. Well, okay. I don't recommend that. Somebody's actively waiting, literally, for you to show up and express yourself, and they're unhappy. That's why you don't wait, guys. Case in point. Waiting, you never ask someone and you never volunteer. As far as I can tell, you didn't ask anybody anything. They're volunteering, and that's why you don't do it. You cause yourself misery, resentment, and bitterness. Cher, you didn't. You no. There's Hanged Man. Yeah. Time out. It's no wonder. Okay, no wonder you showed me your power card. You, who you are, what you're about, what you're doing, what your intentions are under the moon, because you say you need a timeout. You're not convinced that whatever this is represents the real deal, or that it's going to have greater meaning or attachment to you later. And when anybody has to question that, is this for me in the long term? I always recommend you stop, halt, cocoon, rest, whatever. I don't care. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to further ingrain yourself if you continue to participate in this, and they're going to expect you to. Part of them is already expecting you to continue to ingrain yourself into this. Okay? So if you don't know if it's right for you, you need to stop. I don't say go completely silent unless you have good reason to. Okay? But they are still expecting your heart space to show up. Not only are they expecting this person expecting your heart space to show up, they expect you to participate further. And you're like, I don't know about that. So if you ever get to that point in your life where you have to question your own participation in an emotional dynamic, stop. Don't participate any further, and make sure you exercise that line of communication with this person. I need some time to think about this or us. That's your first obligation. I hope that you did that. I'm assuming that you did. You're keeping yourself to yourself, particularly in respect to your sense of passion towards this. You're saying, I need to find and make sure that this is the most nurturing and caring thing for me. So your overview is the Hanged Man. That kind of speaks for itself. You're trying to gain perspective as we speak. And your Pisces that went dark, as we say. Silent, quiet. You did your thing. You triggered your own power card here. And you're like, I'm going on the moon. You cannot be found at this time. You are going through a cocoon phase. And you have some beautiful aspects to your personality here. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, that's all you. I could break that up into two energies. It's not. It's completely you. You are really hiding, and I mean hiding as an act of hiding your best intentions of who you are and what you're doing until you can sort that out for yourself. Okay? Just make sure that when you went quiet that you communicated that you were going quiet first. That's all I care about. Okay? It's a responsibility here. You need to do what's right for you, but also be responsible. Okay? Because I got someone here who's waiting, and the more they wait, the more pissed off they get. Again, That's active volunteering. I don't think this was you. I could be wrong. But if you were that Pisces who's like, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. You and I are building something, but I don't know if it's going to take me to further places or that I can feel more deeply for this. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you to wait. And I'm going to pull myself aside, go quiet, and leave you hanging while I figure it out. I don't think you did that. Okay? I hope you didn't. I hope you did the responsible thing, because you are showing me quietness. I need to figure this out. They're like, I'm waiting. And the more you make me wait, Pisces, the more you're pissing me off. So, 3 of Wands, Knight of Cups, that's one of your court cards. 4 of Cups, they keep waiting for you to show up and express yourself about your emotional flow. Do you still love this? Do you still want to continue on in it? And they're getting more upset by the minute. What's shared is that 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. It's like you saying, I have feeling for this, but I'm not necessarily in love with it. Or I haven't been for a long time. Or I don't think this has much further to go in terms of the emotional expanse that is the 10 of Cups. There's something here about, I have regard for this. I do care about it. But I don't see it becoming this. The happily ever after card, as we would say. And you could say that's the Sun. But for me, 10 of Cups is happily ever after because of the people in your life are happy too. That's the idea. I give you emotional love, care, and support, and you do the same for me. That's what the 10 of Cups is. It's your emotional stakeholders that are the most important in your life, right? And the idea is balance. So it's like, you know what? I have regard for you in my heart, but I don't know if it's this, right? So there is an admission here of feelings, but it's like, I don't know if I can continue to step into that role, participate in it the way you want me to or you expect me to show up. You're like, I don't know. I need to think about it more because there's something here about you, water signs especially, being able to see themselves in this or not. You can either feel yourself in this or you can't. You can either see yourself in this or you can't. So while there is the idea that there is some feeling here, you're like, I don't know if it's literally all that. So, yes, it's a good thing you took yourself aside. Your most powerful parts of your personality, and you're trying to sort things out for yourself. Are you still in this, or do you want to take it further? Because they waiting and they sour grapes, honey. So my advice to that person is like, I understand this. I do. This is normal human behavior, but it's that normal human behavior that causes problems. I would tell this person to continue to live their life. Because it kind of tells me, honey, if you're out there waiting that long for someone's emotions to show up and declare themselves, you kind of already have your answer, and that means you do too. Know if you can continue to participate in this or take it further. If you have to pull yourself aside like this, I think you know. And if they feel like they're waiting, they should know too. I mean, you know, right? You know. There's already a partial admission in here. I show up for this cup, but not fully. There's a backstory. It's always going to be a backstory, but perhaps you two don't connect that far out. And even if you did, perhaps it's no longer the case. It's something to think about while you're upside down. I mean, you're upside down anyway. Bare minimum, your emotions are in a cocoon state. And you're trying to isolate from this so you can understand it better. So you might as well just do the whole thing. Look at all of it. Feel all of it specifically. Let's get some advice, please. 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 Page of Cups, the Hierophant, 9 of Wands. See, there it is. It's not resistance to the commitment. It's resistance to emotion. That's a great way of putting it. Thank you, Spirit. This is resistance to emotional commitment. Is my heart really here? Some of it's here for you. Don't get me wrong. I care about you. But it's not the same thing as being in love. And it's not the same thing as sharing a whole life with somebody. Right? There's a big difference between commitment, which is what we agree to. It doesn't matter, guys. Commitment. Take the word commitment outside the marriage box. Commitment's anything that we say yes or no to. I agree to do this. I agree to drop off the dry cleaning like you agree to pick it up. See what I'm saying? It's a commitment, no matter how small, and then it gets bigger on scale. So for you, you're showing me the emotional commitment to this, has it gotten as good as it can get? And is this what I signed up for emotionally? And can I emotionally stick by this? Because they're like, are you here or not? And I understand that. But if they have to ask, and if you have to ask, don't you already have an answer? So, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Cancer in their person. I have to tell you, I got overly immersed once more into one of your readings. It was the Aces. There were parts of it that were absolutely fascinating for me. I really enjoyed it, but I had to cut out some excess stuff like pauses and contemplative stuff and things like that because I went over 40. But I have to say it was really interesting. I could have easily done one of my hour 20s on that one. But to me, it was fascinating as a reader. To you, you may not care. I don't know. But for me, it was interesting. What's going on, please? Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. What's going on, please? Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. Yours was the only one I had to do any edits to in order to get down the time. You know? And for me, I insist on doing that because it's penance. If I don't do it, I will not stick to the time frame. So that's why. All right, what's up? We're going to start with your side, but as I said at the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. Page of Swords. You're not the only one who kicked it off with that. Seven of Swords, the Fool. So you're trying to talk yourself out of something and you don't want to. It's interesting. Who else opened with the pages? Was it Gemini? It might have been Gemini. I don't know. You have to go back and look. Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Fool. You are trying to talk yourself out of something. Don't do it. Cancer, don't do it. Don't take it seriously. You don't know nothing. It's like you're telling yourself, I don't know nothing. Now, the Page of Swords technically doesn't. Okay, but we'll get to that. Let me put down the rest of the board before I get carried away. I just think it's interesting. Knights of Wands, the World, Page of Pentacles. Oh, yes. The Hierophant, the Moon, the Seven of Pentacles, Overview, Nine of Swords. Stressed out. What do I do? What do I do? Tell me what to do, Christina. Well, I know you're trying to talk yourself out of something. I don't take that thought seriously. What do I do? Because the stress is in there. I see it, Nine of Swords. You're trying to talk yourself out of not taking an action or not to follow a particular thought or inquiry. It's like, don't let my mind go there. Don't let my mind go there. Don't let my mind go there. But you're, P.S. the Fool. The Fool is innocent. He's naive. He has no agenda attached to him. He wants a journey. He wants some sort of journey, a brand new beginning. But I see you keep trying to talk yourself out of a particular thought, though. Like, you can't think that. Why are you thinking that? Don't think that. Shut up. It's kind of like your brain's doing that. It's like flies. You got flies buzzing around your brain. You're going like this. Go away, stupid thought. So it's a small idea that's landed on you like a fly, and you can't swat it away fast enough. In the Page of Swords, he's a little guy. He can only handle so much. And he doesn't know much, like I said. That's why it's his job to observe, so that way he can heighten his knowledge. You know, so he's quiet, he doesn't talk much, he just observes. That's why he's associated with spying. So you have a small reoccurring thought that you don't want to give it room to grow. Seven of Swords. I keep seeing trying to dodge the thought, shoo away the flies. But the Fool, your spiritual energy is so much bigger than what your mind is not allowing you to think. Your spiritual energy is like, I want a new beginning so bad. And I can kind of see why. I'm not trying to make judgments here, but it's like usually one thing begets the other, and you can see things in a reactionary scale sometimes in tarot, and I can kind of see why. There's some sort of commitment here. It's not really well fleshed out. I don't know what that commitment is. It's whatever we say yes or no to. It's not just marriage, guys. It's anything we say yes or no to. I see you trying to keep your thoughts in line with whatever it is that you have going on now. And the thing is that it doesn't match what you want to do. That's where your conflict is coming from. You're shooing away thoughts of new beginning, and the more you do that, it causes you anxiety because wherever it is you are or wherever it is you're committed to is not where you want to be. Knight of Wands, the World, and the Page of Pentacles. You know, the light's gone out for this person in terms of their energy, bare minimum, towards you or this connection. They just don't seem to have the energy for it. The drive, the momentum. The Knight of Wands is all these things, guys. It's an energy burst. It's like the Fool. It's natural. It's innate. The drive towards this connection's got snuffed out like a candle for this person. I'm not doing a backstory as to why. That would require clarification. You would know best, because it either resonates or it doesn't. But Page of Pentacles, there's not much action from this person. It's like once the candle went out for them, all their energy for it, the drive, the momentum, the curiosity, the passion, all of that hope. The Knight of Wands is still fire. He carries the torch. That means the lack of carrying hope for those two. Any of those things, all of those things. The world has claimed this person's energy towards this connection. Page of Pentacles. Not much else is going on in terms of investment for them. Shared isn't so great. The Hierophant, the Moon, and the Seven of Pentacles. There is a commitment here. I can't see it. I can't fully define it, but you see it as a responsibility on your part. I committed to this. This is what I said yes to. But under the Moon, that we cannot see, is a strong recognition here of stagnation. Nothing's changed. And you telling yourself that you do not want a new beginning is not helping you. You swatting away the flies hasn't helped you. They just keep coming back. Like that Nine of Swords, it just keeps coming back because it's a reoccurring anxiety and stress element. The more you try to ignore it, the bigger it gets. That's almost always how it works, at least with anxiety. We need to do some acknowledgement here. What you're experiencing, what this person is experiencing, or what I say they're not experiencing, the light's going out for this person. No energy, no drive. And you yourself, while you're saying you are like this towards it, the Moon, Seven of Pentacles, there's a growing truth in here. No matter how slow or unassuming, I would even say that silent kind of growth about the acknowledgement of stagnation. And I can kind of see why. The most you're kind of giving to this is saying stay put. The most that they're giving to this is saying Page. That kind of effort and redirecting our thoughts constantly. Yeah, there's not going to be much growth here. The contribution pool is down between two people. Let's get some advice, please. I see that you actually have the energy for a new beginning, if you allowed it. But that's like any other thing, you'd have to commit to that. They're like, I'm here, Page. Oh boy. Let's get some advice, please. That's such a bummer. Oh gosh. Let's get some advice, please, for Cancer. I don't know what this is, guys. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with this person where you said I'd stand by it, even though nothing changes. It's like, I can't leave this behind. I've thought about it. But I can't. And you just, like I said, you swat the thought away, but it just keeps coming back. And that's because it's an unresolved thought. Let's get some advice, please. Show me some advice, please, for Cancer. It's not angry, it's not malicious, but it most certainly doesn't get the best of itself either. Seven of Cups, the Tower, the Sun. Wow. You know, if we could... Seven of Cups, the Tower, if we can stop... If we can just kind of stop trying to play around with this or that, or feeling about this, that, or the other, and blow up this idea of emotional confusion. We could aim for the Sun, you know. Seven of Cups is like, again, the Seven of Pentacles. It's emotional stagnation, emotional confusion, emotional fragmentation. This cup's got 10%, that cup's got 20%. Who cares? What do we want? And until we stop insisting upon emotional confusion, it could be this, it could be that. I could be feeling that. We blow up that and aim for happiness. Okay? You know, stop trying to hit a moving cup like a target, and maybe this will equal happiness. We stop doing that. We stop playing that game. We know how to be happy with the Sun. Something tells me you already have a very strong idea of what it is that would make you happy, so you can stop playing around with the what-if game. The Tower would sweep all that away. It says, actually, you know exactly what you feel. Instead of this, it could be this, it could be that. No, you actually already know how you feel. You've had this insight not too long ago with the Tower. You know what it is exactly that would make you happy. Something to think about. All right, Cancer, honey. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.